I ordered KFC chicken skin last night and I threw up everywhere.
What's your guys' like guilty pleasure activity?
Masturbation.
Now, Waffle House is where you get stabbed. How do we like the new setup, fellas?
Good.
I'm a fan.
Upgrade.
The comfort levels have increased exponentially.
Yeah, I'm fucking chilling.
Very happy.
Might be
I can put up
Might
my
be
feet and flex my Disney
a cozy, quiet little podcast today.
Yeah,
I feel like we're all pretty low energy right now.
very relaxed,
Good
very
me.
slow. I feel like it's fitting for the vibes of Denver. Like since last night, it's been like an eerie. Like although this morning was gorgeous, but I guess this afternoon it's a little bit overcast. But I'll take it. I'm happy.
Two
I'm
more of
fine
these,
with
I'll
it.
be wide
It's
awake.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday's for chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday's the Lord's Day.
Yeah.
We went out for the first time in a long time on Friday. At least for me and this kid.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And that was aggressive.
That was good.
It was fun though.
I knew that wasn't.
It was fun. It's.
Yeah.
I feel like everything in moderation. I feel like we always talk about that.
There was nothing moderate about.
Well,
Friday
nothing
night.
moderate about that night, but
No.
I feel like the way that we live our lifestyles are pretty, like, balanced.
That's a rarity for us now to go out. And
Yeah, maybe it's even more tilted towards like hopefully the wholesome, activities. I would say
I'd prefer it that way.
I do too now.
The
Maybe
wholesome
just,
vibes.
Maybe we're just getting old.
I think we are.
I'm 50-50.
50-50
You know,
on
I want to
what?
go out and not feel good at the end of the night.
You do want to go out and
I
not feel
still
good?
live like that. Yeah.
He wants to wake up on Sunday.
I want to wake up hungover.
and experience.
You want that.
He wants the scaries.
You're still
he
in your
wants them
toxic
bad.
trait.
party phase. It's a toxic trait. Yeah, because you're dangerous to go out with because you're
Yeah.
out buying us shots and
Keep
getting us
going.
fucked up.
You're the instigator. You're
For
like,
sure.
You're the one who, like, when all is calm and you're like, all right, I'm feeling all right. You're the one who's like, all right, let me just put
get
this in the drink. We'll just sizzle this up, spice it up, and you poke the bear a
Yeah.
couple times.
100%.
You're good at that. Like, for instance, we're like at the end of the night the other night, not complaining because I appreciate Luke. End of the night, Luke comes up to me. You guys are walking out of the bar. He goes, all right, you ready? I'm like, for what? Pulls out, this bartender just whips up 2 shots. We don't even know. He's like, just get the blueberry one. Yep. Throws it out.
Oh.
I'm like, maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. Throw that back. Just immediate,
God awful.
hold it together.
Was it
Yeah.
bad? Or you were just...
Tasted god awful.
Really?
But it was
Pretty
strong. It was It was not because I was so
Yeah,
The
turn
pickle
around,
shots
you were
were so
like-
good. You know,
Yeah.
the pickle. It was a place where we got the pickle shots, and those were
I didn't
so
get
good.
one.
Yeah, you did.
I know I didn't. I was too
Yeah,
I was
you
too
did.
buckled. I didn't want
took the
to
fifth one
get
then?
one.
I think it was just us 4.
You
And then-
son
and I
of a-
Well,
turned-
someone handed me a tequila shot in the bar before that.
Oh yeah, Jared had a.
I don't like taking. I just like every time I take a shot, I
gotta-
wake up just like brutally hungover.
What's your ideal? If you go out on a night, what's the ideal drink schedule? Like, what do you usually drink? And I know this answer, but I'd like to deep dive it. Give me the ideal Pete Kitsakos
I think
drink
it's
menu.
just beer all night.
It's not a bad answer.
It depends on the night. I feel like we have a lot of there's tequila nights and there's beer nights. You know,
That's fair.
tequila nights are dangerous.
That's like every night for me when I go.
I know you drink a lot of tequila.
Mhm.
I feel like my ideal situation is I just drink a beer, couple beers at every bar, and everyone else will just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
I
mean-
it's you two. You're like, oh, let's get shots.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm guilty of
That's the
that
whole thing.
too.
Brutal.
Like once I feel like for me it's like one speed. Like it's like I'll drink a beer and then I'll have one more. But then the moment I taste tequila or
We got to input that stone cold.
that's
I
just
drank a
it.
beer.
Do you want to pull that in
Drink
front of your
another
face a
beer.
little bit?
Huh?
Pull that in front of your face a little bit. Just pull it down to the right. Just in front of your mouth. You're like
It is in
talking
front of
next
my
to
mouth.
it. It wasn't. Anyway.
Let me-
So that flips the switch for you? Tequila?
Yeah, it's, as soon as I feel like and it's like one speed. It's like Ricky Bobby. Like I want to go fight. So, like that's it. Like once I'm in the driver's seat, and once I taste, oh yeah, it's over. It's just which I need to get better at. But it's like we say, moderation. Like I feel like we do a lot of other things, and then once every couple weekends, it's a Luke kind of night. But Luke, give us your ideal docket of drinks.
All right. Uber being 5 minutes ETA from picking us up. 2 shots to the dome by the time they get here.
At
Of
the
what?
house.
Shots
At
of
the house.
what?
Pre-game.
Oh my god.
Preferably whiskey, but I'll do tequila.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're 2 shots in by the time the Uber's here and picking you up. As soon as you get to the bar, you get yourself a drink, another shot with the drink.
Shot and a drink.
So at this point, you're 4 in.
You're 4 in the
you're
first 10 minutes.
It's
That's
8:30 p.m. and you're 4 deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
oh
then
no.
Oh, no.
you keep alternating that drink and shot duo every 30 minutes for the next 4 hours.
What, Luke?
All right, give me the.
You
That's
said you
my
wanted to
ideal
wake up
drinking
feeling bad.
schedule.
Did you want to wake up in the fucking hospital?
What's the drinks though?
All right.
Once
Whiskey.
you're out, it's whiskey.
Whiskey, Cokes, and a shot of whiskey.
So where did the blueberry come in? When did
Yeah,
did
that's
that
wild.
cross your mind?
How often do you follow this regimen?
Not often, because I can't do it alone.
I feel like I see
I'll
you
do it
drinking
because
like,
I just need someone to go down with me. If someone's like looking at me and they're like, "I will go with you," I'll be a fucking
mutual
animal.
destruction.
See, I'll do the shot if it's in front of me and we like commit. I'm in. You
I
probably
usually
most
I
of
get
it.
him a lot
Yeah,
because I'll just buy the shots when he doesn't see, and then I'll be like, because he knows I'll be like, "Come on, man, I bought these."
He's
Like,
not
this-
gonna waste it. I've never seen you waste a
No,
shot.
he won't. He won't.
It's I've had people hand me shots and I've like given them away, and I've never seen.
That's
you do
what.
that.
That's what Jared. No, you did do that, didn't you?
When?
Who gave that last shot to that guy at the
I
punching?
did, but I took one,
Oh,
and then we had a third because Jared didn't want to take his. That's what happens.
That I didn't take that one because when we got over there,
I took
like,
that one.
Well, we had done those 2. We had done that pickle one and then the blueberry, and I was like, I looked
No,
at,
that was we took those. That was before, wasn't it?
no, I was
Yeah.
at Gin Mill. We went across.
yeah.
I
you're right.
remember.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
Jared came up. He's like, here, so excited and like very grateful for him for doing that. But I was like, dude, if I taste this,
I think he was trying to offload it. I don't think it was like a nice gesture. I think he was trying to save himself.
probably, maybe. Like,
I don't know, though.
Level
Maybe
the
it was.
waters.
Yeah, I think maybe he did take one. I don't know. I want to talk about that shot
wait,
because they put the limes inside the shot.
what?
Honestly,
Where?
it probably helps, right?
No,
Oh,
The
It
whole
just makes it harder
lime
to get
wedge
the
in the
lime.
shot.
it was a tequila shot, and they took like the lime slice, and it was just in the shot. Maybe Jared did that. Maybe they handed them to him, but it was just in the shot glass. Made my life infinitesimally more difficult.
Yeah.
yeah, that's not great.
But
So was that your ideal setup that you were talking about earlier with tequila, Hunter?
With what? Like,
You were just
Oh,
saying
no,
once you
no.
taste tequila, it's game on. But is that your
Oh.
ideal?
like the shot, the way they did it, or just are you talking about?
No,
just,
no, your ideal.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like if I. Well, no, I don't know. For me, like
what's your
an-
pace?
Oh God, I don't. Honestly, just
Ideal
whatever
pace.
like everyone's going at. Like for me, it's like I'd ideally like to always have a drink in my hand. So if that's the problem is if I have a shot,
yeah.
I'm going to want to like immediately have a drink. So like anytime, like for instance, like I do it, like say we go grab a shot, immediately after, I'm gonna want to have a drink. And if I've gone from beer over to tequila, like I'm in the dark side. Like I'm not going back.
There's no coming back.
I'm not coming back to beer. Like it goes from like it ramps up. Like it's like an exponential graph where it's like beer, tequila shot, tequila, like, and then it just ramps up, and I'm like throwing Red Bull in there, and it's
Oh boy.
just a mess. And then we're here at 4 a.m. all on the couch watching a movie, eating 7-Eleven taquitos.
I don't want that.
Bad.
And out
dude.
smoking Jared.
Yikes!
For the third time.
You're calling
Shots
him out.
fired.
It happens every time. I just need to set the record straight.
I feel like you still haven't set it straight. I'm gonna keep
Did-
I'm
he
gonna
knows,
keep
'cause
egging
I
this
was
on
awake
because
and
I
I
think
was-
it's hilarious.
I was completely talking to him. Totally fine. The whole time. And I went back
He
out
was.
prior to him having his issues on the couch and smoked another bowl.
Oh boy.
I just think it's hilarious, so I'm gonna keep encouraging
No,
it.
yeah. It is pretty fun.
I feel like this whole video is just gonna be us doing footsies on the
Well,
cushion.
I've been doing that.
We all were. I looked down. We were all doing it. Oh,
Yeah.
This is,
Well, that's how the start of the weekend goes on our one odd weekend or once in a blue
It
moon.
needs to be more than
night.
once a
Yeah, I
month.
don't know.
needs to be more of those. Nice.
There we go.
There needs
Yeah.
to be more of those. You were saying?
Twice a month. I can get with twice a month.
I feel like in the summer it happens more frequent.
100%.
Than it does in
The city's
winter.
way more alive during the summer too.
Yeah,
though.
and
But it was kind of dead though for
Yeah, I was actually pretty disappointed.
I think it's warm enough for like the crowds that were
100%.
like
I
last
was
year.
like sweating my ass off.
I think I'm more passively like drinking in the winter, like when we're skiing or like more like mundane. Like I'm not like my goal usually isn't like let's go out and rage. Like in the summer, I'm like
Yeah.
you could offer me in the winter like let's go do X Y Z and go to this and whatever, and I'm like meh, like maybe, but like we just skied and it's usually like I just had a couple throughout the day and it was a great day. But in the
Yeah.
summer, you could probably look at me and be like, it's gorgeous out. Let's like play 9 in the morning or 18 and then like let's fire up, and it could be a lot easier of a sell, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. It's the warm weather. It just makes it more convenient,
I agree.
way more appealing.
What are you doing over
Nothing.
there?
I was
Yeah,
just
what are
checking
you doing?
something.
I think we need to darty more
It's-
often.
Day drinking.
See,
is better
that's where
than
I tap out. I can't do that.
Day
Why?
drinking's better
That's
than
so
night
much better.
Because
drinking.
darty leads to like still like drinking at night, like keeping it. I feel like whenever there's a darty, it ends up being like a all day thing or all into
I
all
feel like
night.
not the
I
last
crash.
few that we've been to.
I
The
enjoy
last
day
few
drinking
times
more.
I've like been day drinking, I feel like at like 4 p.m. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. Like that's
Yeah.
it for me. I don't think I've gone out. I feel like that's the way to do it. Then you don't
That
wake
is
up.
the way to do it. But I
you-
feel like
you
last
get your
summer we
hangover
didn't
out of
do
the
that.
way.
We
You don't
rally.
waste the
We
whole
come
next
here
day.
to nap and then go out. I
Yeah,
feel
we
like
did used to do that.
That
like
is
that's-
what I can't do.
I feel like that's the ideal summer day, is not the back end of that. Like you wake up, you get your sports done in the morning, and then you go darty.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, then as long as you like have done something productive in the morning, that's like the mentality, like golf, fish, whether it's a hike or like something, the gym. Like at least at that point, if I go the rest of the day and I'm playing beer die or I'm in the pool and I'm like drinking aggressively, I'm like, you know what? I'm not a piece of shit. I did something cool this morning. Like that's my mentality with the summer. Like
Well, that's the other thing too. Is like when you day drink, you're moving around. Like we never just like sit and drink during the day. So like, it feels more wholesome because we're actually doing an activity 90% of the time, whether it be in the pool or playing games or whatever. But also like, I don't get as fucked up. I don't get as hungover because I'm like burning off all this like fucking poison in my body. It's just better all around, I think.
I
For me.
agree.
For me.
I like day
Do
drinking.
you know what my
better.
cheat code is?
What's your cheat code?
Because you know how aggressive I can drink. Do you know what I've been
Yes.
doing since high school?
What?
Every shot or drink I have, I drink a glass of water.
That really is the key.
Oh,
That's why I don't
just
have.
mixed in something you did not discuss. You didn't disclose this prior. You said
Everyone knows.
drink, shot, drink every 30
That's
minutes.
true.
Well, you're
Well, I don't tell
completely
you guys
switching
that
up the
'cause you
script.
guys get more fucked up
The
if I don't tell you.
script has completely just changed. You need to tell us now. What's the truth?
So this is all a scheme to get us more fucked up.
I've
where- and-
always done that since birth.
When
No,
at
you have
bars are you
told me that
grabbing
before.
water?
Huh?
When are you grabbing water?
Oh, they always have them in the bars. They have those big like Gatorade coolers.
So
I
you're
always
just
sneak
sneaking
over.
away?
I'll gun it down real quick.
I feel
I
played.
do it all the time.
No, I'm with that.
I do
I've
it
seen
all
you
the
do
time.
it a
That's
couple
why
of
I'm
times.
fine usually because I'm like, well,
Yeah,
I still
it's-
have a hangover, but it's definitely not what it would
Yeah,
be.
it's way better,
So you're
right?
telling me we walk into a bar, we take a pickle shot, you hide away and grab water, then you come back and you buy me a blueberry shot.
He's stealthy.
Oh,
He's
I'm,
too
I'm
stealthy.
filthy with it. I'm a ninja with that stuff.
I
You get some
feel-
pocket water,
Oh yeah.
fill your pocket,
Yep.
carry it around with you.
Attach
Even
a
like the
little
little
baggie to
soap
my hip.
bottles. He's got like them strapped
No,
on.
no, no,
like,
just in the pocket.
he's got like
pocket
he's got
water.
like
Oh,
a
just like-
belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I lined my pocket with plastic, and I just keep a.
I feel like
water
someone
pouch in
like a
there.
bouncer would pull up and be like, "Are you like 10?" And then you have like a bottle of water, and he's like, "Really, vodka? Come on, you're a little too old for that."
And I'd be like, nope. I'm a man.
Luke, I want your take on the new Lime scooter regulations.
Insane.
So apparently,
Stupid. Stupidest thing ever.
what were you saying? You can get a DUI now, and there's like a warning in the app and all this shit.
Yeah.
Do you think you could always get a DUI? They're just warning you about it now.
I think
I
so.
think you could have,
I thought you
but
could
I
have.
think
Yeah.
it's like official now. I think it was like a subtle thing. Like if you're like being a dumbass, like clearly like fuck, like kind of what we do sometimes, and you get caught like doing that, they'll be like, all right, they'll be like, you're
Yeah.
gonna get a warning for this. Like don't do this again.
Yeah,
But now they have the notification on the app. I think it's like,
they're gonna be more
serious
hardo
now.
about it.
yeah, I think they're.
But my like,
I don't get it. I mean, I get it and I don't get it.
well, I was
This is-
curious about
I
this
get
the
it.
other day. I'm like,
so many people get fucked up.
It's a lot, yeah. A lot of
They hurt
things get
themselves.
hit. A lot of people fall, and it does come up liability at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you fall and eat shit and get seriously hurt,
Right.
Lime's probably like, well, now it's
But it should
you were
just be
drinking
on
and driving.
you.
You were,
That's like your
Yeah.
fucking fault.
Yeah,
You
you were
decided to
literally
get on
drinking
the
and
fucking
driving.
scooter.
But who moderates or like or not who
The
moderates, but like
police.
who is going to like the police, but okay, so what? You're going 15 on a Lime down the highway or down like whatever, Main Street. You're going down Colfax and a cop is behind you, pulls like and then what? You pull over and hello officer. How's your night going? Like I don't know. I feel like people would just run or something, right? Like how
no,
do
but
how do
they have
like,
your bank
I mean, I
information.
guess.
They have your bank information on the Lime.
But then they could never prove that you were like. They have no proof.
I think most
But
cops
then
wear
you're
cameras
evading the.
now.
Isn't
But
that,
cops
isn't that
they have-
illegal
but
in
they have-
itself?
What, running from a police officer?
Yeah. Isn't that like
Probably.
evading?
At our age, if you just get pulled over and you just fucking book it, I think a cop would. All right,
Not a
now I
great-
really
not
don't.
a great
Now I don't trust
look.
this guy.
No.
That guy was shit faced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think it like you're evading the police, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. But Lyft. So that's the cheat code. You just take
I
Lyft.
know. I haven't been on the Lyft
Yeah,
app.
you can't eat
guys
DUI on a
use
Lyft, just a
sometimes.
Lime.
I don't use Lyft. I don't even think I have the app anymore.
Got to make the
I have it.
conversion. We got to
Yeah.
switch over.
Yeah, we gotta convert.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you guys haven't gotten that thing.
What thing?
The like newsletter.
I
On
mean,
it,
that was the
on
first
app.
Lime I'd taken in a long time the other night.
I feel like
Honestly.
I ride them a lot.
You do
I'm
ride
on
them a
a good
lot.
amount.
I
Yeah,
see
you
them
do a lot.
abandon the sidewalk in front of
Yeah.
our house pretty
Well,
frequently.
Hunter's home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ride them over to like Noah's too and things because I don't know. I feel like if you're at least like if you're sober and you ride one, it's like a 10-minute walk. It makes like a 2-minute drive and it's like $2.
They're also fun.
Yeah, they are fun
They're
as
so
hell.
fun.
They're
They're
like,
most
great.
fun when you're drunk though, which is why I'm so upset about it.
Especially when your friend can't get them going and then you run into a a sidewalk and lose all your
Yeah, I lost
snacks.
my fucking what are those called?
Was it a sidewalk? Is that what you hit?
Yeah, something like that. Could have been a sidewalk. Could have been.
What about that one kid that like ate shit when we met up? We like
Oh
merged
yeah,
with
we
this-
merged in with that group of people. Remember that?
we
I
merged
remember
with
that,
this
but-
huge group of people, and they were like, we were just yelling at each
like,
other,
"Yeah!"
like getting rowdy with each other, and some kid just ate shit.
That was
in
funny.
the
And then we
middle
just
the
pulled
street.
off with our like squad.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
they
we
started
did-
circling
nobody
around, going
checked
back
on
to
him.
this
Like,
guy.
we were gone.
Yeah.
We won that.
Poor
Well,
dude.
I look back and I'm like, all right, I'm with Jared. I saw you two coming ahead. I'm like, all right, we're good. See ya.
Yeah.
Just dip.
Yeah, I didn't really know. He was probably fine, but like,
Oh yeah, I've fallen way harder. He's fallen harder too.
Yeah.
I've seen. He was.
I've eaten it.
I don't
he had a
understand.
streak of like 4 limes in a row falling.
Yeah.
you remember the night that we only had 2 scooters between the 4 of us.
That was fun.
Jared was driving the one that I was on. I was on the back of it, and he kept just like slamming the brakes, and I had to jump off and like stumble and catch my feet like
my God.
3 times, and I have no idea how I made it out of that without getting hurt.
Yeah, that's. There.
Oh, is that when we raced back here?
Yes.
Maybe.
I think,
Yeah.
Could be. We've done that. We do that like
yeah,
almost
we've
every
done that a couple times
time.
now.
I feel like they are fun though. There's a lot of cities that like ban those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like they might be banned in Boston. I don't know.
They're on a lot of
But I
campuses,
remember-
too.
Is
when I
Boston
went
like
to-
tighter
everywhere.
streets though? Aren't you
Yeah,
saying
why-
like, Boston's an
Yeah,
older
it'd be-
city, so
it
I
would
feel
be
like
way
it would
harder
be-
to ride those in Boston than here
Yeah.
for sure. But when I went to
Boston's, like-
Nashville, they like locked them. Like they would just shut down at like it was like 10 or 11 p.m. So we were on them at one point.
Wait, didn't they
we
do that in
got,
the
like,
winter this year
They've
for
done
us?
they've done that
Remember
here too
that?
because me
Oh,
and Caleb,
really?
that was the night
It was
locked-
snowy.
They locked out in the
Oh.
winter.
That's why we had to
Yeah.
run back.
I wonder if
Yes.
that's
When
why
you were-
though, if it was because it was
When you were
snowy.
dressed up as Cupid.
Damn, it's coming up again 2 episodes in a row.
Oh boy.
Half naked little Cupid boy running
Yeah.
around the city of
I
Denver.
don't know. Limes are worth it. They're fun. I mean, Ubers are great too, but you get in an Uber and it's either hit or miss. I mean, half the time
It's just way more expensive and
that-
way less of an
well,
adventure
you can split it with like if you're with people. That's true. It's more expensive, but
and less convenient. I feel like it's got to wait for it to pick you up. I guess that's really the only issue.
sometimes
Ubers
you got
to find the limes.
Sometimes they hit.
What? Ubers?
Yeah, sometimes
it's
good
fair.
good Uber driver.
I don't know. If it's warm out though, I like the fresh air from the scooters.
But what if they got the iPad and they got the little game?
Nah, dude. That's
I've
when,
never
that's
had
when I
one
start
like that.
spinning in the backseat of the car.
Oh no!
I gotta go get another drink.
Could you imagine if they had like Uber on the water?
Why would
Like, say you needed to get from like point A to point B, and you
It's like
just
ferries.
ferry boat?
yeah, but like, what if you just like had someone scoop you, or like you had like jet skis like pick you up?
That would be
kinda
badass.
sick.
I would do
Like
that.
think about that. Think about that. You're like on like the Ozarks or like you're like in like some like big span of lakes. Like you're up in Maine or in New Hampshire. Oh, Winnipesaukee. You're with like a crew and you're like, all right, we need to get to this restaurant tonight. And like you're too drunk or whatever. And you're like, all right, let's Uber jet ski. And someone just snags you and you and the boys are riding over. Like, I don't know. That'd be kind of fun in the summer.
There's just no scenario where that would be like more economical.
We can make it a
though.
scenario.
Well, yeah, but if you're like
be way more
hammered,
fun,
I'm
though.
saying, like if a crew of yours are out and like on the lake and like you're enjoying your day.
No, yeah, it'd be fun as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
All right, let's do it.
Should we? Is this the
Make it.
next banger app?
Uber,
What do we call it?
Uber boat,
I would take one.
Uber ski,
I'd be a ski.
Boober.
What are they called? Jet skis?
Let's call it Boober.
What is
Boober,
it? Boober.
Boober,
Bobber. What about
Bobber.
that? Ooh.
I feel like that would just be.
Patent that.
Imagine how.
Yo, chat, clip that.
Imagine how like unconventional that would be though. Like you're driving, your Boober driver
You're a boober driver.
is you're going like 30 on the lake. All your guy friends are in front of you, and you just slip off.
Yeah, that's the
I would
problem.
do that for fun.
That's the problem. You'd be just like drunk as fuck in the back of
And-
some random dude's jet ski.
And you just slip off into the water. Like
Right to hold on to him too.
your Boober driver's like, buddy,
You're a boober driver.
come on.
Come on, man.
Think
We gotta
about that.
patent this shit.
He's like,
right
hey, no more. Your rating is going down. If you have like that's like a
Hey, can I have a
ratio.
sip
now.
of that?
That's how
It's like
you,
your
that
KD.
would-
It's like drops
Yeah.
into the water.
Pass that to Lucas.
How many drops do you have? Oh yeah, my rating's
Not
gone
much.
down
Should
a
we
lot.
kill
I've
it?
had like 10 drops this past summer.
Can I kill it or do you
Drops.
want?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
No,
Hunter might want some. I don't know.
I'm good.
You have to do it.
All
Just like the
all
hot
It would
dog
be a
dog
very
wash.
cool idea.
Hey, you know what that just reminded me of?
What would that just remind you of?
Glizzy.
Oh, dude.
No,
Did we talk about it or
No.
did we leave it?
I don't want to think
this
about
can
it.
come
Did
back
we
like
put it
in
in
like
the-
10 episodes or a year. That's
Whoa.
later down.
Yeah,
the
we got to
road.
move on.
Yeah, move on. Someone can remind us in the comments a year from now. Bring up the
Yeah,
hot
what's up
dog
with
story.
the Glizzy you guys are talking about?
Hot dog story 2024. We'll bring it up.
That
in
makes it
future.
sound so much worse.
Four
than it is.
guys, one Glizzy.
Okay, that
You
makes it
can-
sound
we're done.
way worse.
Figure
than
out
it
what we
is.
did with it.
All right.
Dude,
Oh
that makes
my
it sound
God.
it's so much
True.
worse than it
It's
is.
No.
true. It's what it is.
I mean, nothing you said was false, but everything you said was just wrong
True.
on a moral level.
Everything you've done was wrong on a moral level, especially
Disgusting.
sneaking off and
Four
grabbing
Get out of my
water.
house. Get out of my
Glizzies.
studio.
Psh, fuck this.
I think we need some lights for this bitch.
Some lights.
No. God damn it.
Some lights.
That actually probably
Not like
cool.
some studio lights.
That might have been.
This is what happens when I set up this shit. I'm like, okay, we need this and this.
Now
and
it can-
this.
Yeah,
And then I
you-
go on
you and your
Amazon.
projects,
And
you're
then I
like-
get 7 packages in a week.
Yeah, you love projects, which is a good thing. Like
Yeah,
it's cool. It's
I'm-
good.
Yeah.
We should get a Lincoln log set for the house.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, for sure. You
We
want like
just-
the little game where you try to fit the like square peg in the square hole too?
The ones at Cracker Barrel?
No, those are fun though. With the triangle.
We should get one of those.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Those are nice. I don't know
It's
how to
probably
play
like
it,
a
but I would just
doll.
always mess around with it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually like won it. You know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Have you been to Cracker Barrel?
Wait,
Yeah,
those were
and I
golf
hate it.
tees, weren't they? Wasn't that like a homemade thing?
Maybe they are.
Kind of had a
Yeah,
trend.
I think they're
You might be right.
tees.
I think they were tees.
Cracker Barrel is an underrated restaurant.
Oh, I'm so against you on that.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
All right. So I have like a vendetta.
Bro, you can go anywhere in the country and
That's
get the
why.
same meal.
Yep. You just hit it right on the. you just-
Yeah, that's awesome. That's why it's
Nah.
like comfort food. It's
I
perfect
just for
road trip
me,
restaurant.
I think it's super overrated. I think it's like all
no
across.
one talks about Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, but I think that whoever does usually speaks so highly, and I don't know. I have
feel
a
like that's
vendetta.
true.
You know what?
against
I don't feel like a
Cracker
lot of
Barrel.
people say positive.
You know
things about
why?
Cracker
Because he's
Barrel.
probably only ordered like the chicken fingers or something.
Yeah, what do you
he
get?
hasn't
What
had
do
the
you
real-
get
I
at
think I've
Cracker
only
Barrel?
been like twice, but
What'd
He
you
I,
get?
hasn't had the
I
real
don't
stuff.
remember. But I just
Mm.
remember having bad experiences, and I
Ordering the wrong shit.
remember going across the country on a road trip and seeing one every like 10 miles on billboards, and I'm like, this place is fucking.
What about
place.
Waffle House?
So good.
Nah, that's
No,
why I
Waffle
hate
House
it.
is where you get stabbed.
It's like
You guys are
Denny's.
crazy for that.
Bro,
one.
I've been to
No,
like
I've
3
been- I
Waffle
love
I've been to like
Waffle
3
House.
Waffle Houses, and I'm pretty sure everyone had like a tweaker in it.
That's like Denny's.
Nah, Denny's is a little more.
Nah,
little more
you gotta
safe.
hit that.
You think?
Denny's is
I guess it
gross.
Denny's is
depends where you
definitely
are.
worse.
You think the
Yeah.
Waffle House? No,
Yeah.
Waffle House is like notoriously. I bet you we should look up the
Maybe.
crime rates in Denny's versus Waffle House.
Oh well.
Look it up. I bet you someone's done a report on that. I bet.
Oh, come on.
That's great. This makes my life a lot easier when I'm editing this shit. Luke. Thank you.
When we talk about, I want to like transition off that. I still want you to find those KD rates on
KD rates.
I want the KD ratio on Waffle House versus Denny's.
That's
but
crazy.
I want to transition off that, and I'm curious if this kind of goes back to our first
might be in the wrong
conversation
here.
as well. Why?
Because I looked up Denny's versus Waffle House crime rate, and it's all about like,
Yep.
why is there so
Oh,
much
Cracker
crime at
Barrel.
every Waffle House?
Yes, bro.
Oh,
It's like
damn.
What is it
notoriously
general?
fucked.
Yeah, this is all about
Damn,
Waffle House.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, it's because like
Let's go to Waffle
I mean,
House.
I haven't been to Waffle
they
House.
always have them in like really fucked areas though.
I have a nostalgia for Waffle House. Like that's where I would go once or twice when driving to Disney World from Maine, and I was really young doing that, so I probably didn't
You have a
register
sense
what the
of
fuck was
comfort?
going on
yeah,
around me.
probably.
Yeah.
That's probably
If
true.
I went now, I'd probably be like,
I think there's a lot of them in the South. I think there's a lot of them around like impoverished southern.
I would hit the
cities.
ones. There's Georgia. I always hit the Waffle House. in
Yeah,
Georgia.
bro. There's
One
probably
of
some
the
fuck shit going on in that Waffle
there's
House.
always one in
Yikes.
Georgia. And that was a treat to go there. So we must have been.
like Papa.
What were you saying though?
Oh, I was gonna say, if we were to give you like one opportunity late night to get your comfort food after coming home from your beer night,
My
what's your
beer night.
comfort food? Like couch, hanging on the couch.
I don't know. I'm kind of weird when I drink because I don't have any appetite.
Glad you cleared that up.
Like a lot. Well, I'm kind of weird in general, but like
Yeah.
specifically
You're
when I
a
drink,
fucking freak.
because a lot of people like.
Just kidding.
God damn.
I don't even know what you said, but I'm gonna listen to it later and we'll talk.
No.
We'll have a conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I like a lot of people get like the drunk like munchies, right? And like
I don't.
street meats. We always talk about fucking street meats.
Ugh.
I'm never hungry when I drink. My appetite goes goodbye. So like, honestly, the 7-Eleven taquitos hit the other night.
That was wild.
It's
And-
usually
and
like the most
buff
disgusting
chick,
shit,
like-
bro. Like how many times have we gotten like frozen chicken nuggets and
Yeah.
the White Castle like frozen
Oh,
sliders?
so bad.
That's what
Oh.
I like crave. Like just the quick, easy to toss down.
You know what?
food.
I bet you would fork down if I like brought a box of them to you.
What?
Donuts.
That's any time though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you
a
are.
donut
That's
connoisseur.
Donut.
I got one this morning.
What?
Yesterday-
Really?
Yeah. Friday was National Donut Day, and none of you got donuts. I did.
Well, you're like, you have to have donuts. That's like your thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
you are the donut
It's like your
guy.
staple.
It makes my life just a little bit better.
Mr.
What's
Donut.
yours, Luke? Late night.
I like McDonald's fries as like a specific thing.
No, that's a good answer.
I like McDonald's fries a lot. I don't like to eat too much because I feel like I get sick off of that.
Yeah.
But like, ideally, I'd have like a bag or two of like just a small 2 bags like McDonald's small fries.
Not in a
Good.
medium, just
No.
too small. Okay.
Medium's a ripoff. It's actually the same exact pour.
Really?
I've seen videos on it. It's crazy.
I believe it.
Crazy.
Didn't
Same
they do that
amount.
with Starbucks
like it's
too?
maybe like 3 fry difference
Huh.
for like a $2 difference.
Yeah.
Rip off.
Maybe we
Always
should get
get
like
small.
a case study on this. Like,
Always get the
Oh,
We
small,
could.
bro.
We could.
That's like
We could just count the number of fries.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about you, Hunter?
I'm probably with Luke. I feel like I'm like
He's
late night
brings up
McDonald's. Like I'm in like nuggets, like nuggets or like
We've definitely done some late night trips to McDonald's.
Grimace
yeah,
shake.
Too many. No, not the shakes.
The Grimace shake was so good.
I can't do
No,
like
it wasn't.
It was so fucking
was
good,
not
dude.
good.
I would get that every day if I
overrated.
could.
It was super overrated.
Shamrock shake's overrated.
Great marketing though. They did a good job. I think they got lucky with just people making a meme.
They
out
definitely
of
got
it,
lucky
but
because
Shamrock
Some-
does hit though.
Shamrocks are good.
That one hits.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that for sure. We haven't done a late night McDonald's run in a minute.
No, maybe.
I'm okay with that. I
maybe we
think
should.
I'm fine with it.
tonight.
No, I'm kidding. That
Give me
would,
like,
I already.
give
I'm
me
like,
like 4 or 5 more glasses of this shit.
oh
maybe.
no. All right, let's go back to National Donut Day. Let's talk about
Let's talk about Pete's favorite holiday.
let's talk and let's make.
He's covering
let's
up his
bring
crotch.
Pete
Yeah,
the
I know, I'm
focus.
popping
He
one
knows
right
what's
now.
going on down there.
Give me
Pitching a tent
top
over here.
3 donut places to start.
The
Your
donut
favorite
Shit.
donut
for
places like that
All
you've
right.
been.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's a lot of like good local donut places wherever you go, right? We went to that Parlor donut place. Very good. I keep seeing Lamar Donuts. Haven't tried it yet. but we're
In
gonna have to
Denver?
go at some point. Yeah, it's like right in Denver. Same with Parlor. I mean, we're all from New England. I'm impartial to Dunkin' Donuts, which
I
like
love Dunkin' Donuts.
yeah, okay, the donuts though. This
You
is
wanna
kind of
hear
a
my-
hot
you-
take.
you're the
A lot of
expert
people
here.
are like, no.
Do you want to hear my top 3 and then
I
you
would
can
love to.
work with that?
Yeah.
Not in order.
Okay.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm going to give you top 4.
Okay.
Oh, you're getting a bonus.
Dunkin' Donuts. Tim Hortons.
What?
Krispy Kreme. And then Voodoo Donuts.
Okay.
Those 4, devour.
I don't know if I've ever had a donut from Tim Hortons.
I
But
don't
Tim
know if
must
I
have, it's
either.
New
I've
England.
had Timbits.
Or maybe, I don't know. They're kind of, a lot of them are Canada.
We had Tim Hortons in
I think
fucking
they're in
That's a lot
Canada.
in
We had
Canada.
one in Scarborough.
Yeah, there's some in Maine, but
Oh, I didn't know they had them in the U.S.
We
yeah,
did,
they have
yeah.
them in Maine.
I
like-
forget that's a Canada thing.
Last time I went to Tim Hortons was in Bangkok.
Tim Hortons.
Oh
good.
my god, I
It
totally
is.
forgot.
Right
that
after
we went.
we fucking got our Western Union transaction through and actually had money.
Yeah, that
Thanks to
was-
yours truly.
That was our
Yeah,
celebration.
you came
Yeah,
in
it's true. You
clutch
did
on
come in
that.
clutch there.
Sheesh.
I feel like that's a good list.
I like, yeah.
But it's like
Tim Hortons was the 4th I thought of why I brought it to 4.
mm.
So technically it's like Voodoo Donuts, Krispy Kreme, Dunkin' Donuts.
Like if you're like
As a
talking nationwide, that's probably the top 3 for me.
Yeah.
Like Dunks, Voodoo, Krispy Kreme.
Voodoo takes it to another level.
But
I
we
want to
don't
bring
have-
you to Universal where they have a big Voodoo Donut store.
Oh, really?
Oh, they have one there?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where I
damn.
first saw it. From City Walk in Universal, and they have a nice place
Damn,
there.
Really?
I did not
Yeah.
know that.
You would love it. I have a Voodoo Donut shirt. But
I need to get
must be
one.
in my room somewhere.
There's a place in Saugus, Mass, I think, called Kane's Donuts, and they're fucking
K with a K?
yes. Have you heard of
I
it?
think I've seen that.
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's right on 95 or Route 1 or whatever. So you probably passed it if you've driven into Boston.
Definitely have.
Oh,
Oh, it's on.
We're
I
in
know
the
where
right-
you're talking.
Do
I
you
know
know
where
the
that is.
dinosaur is?
I know where that is
Yeah.
because I went.
Like it used to be a mini golf place. Now it's
Mhm.
just the orange dinosaur. It's
Yeah.
right next to that.
Okay.
Directly next to that.
Noted.
So if you go,
I know
like,
where
stop
that
in
is,
there.
though.
They're
Calhoun, Canes.
oh,
Calhoun, Canes.
that's fucking
Raunch.
foodborne illness
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
tough.
They're huge, but they're pretty good.
Mm.
Like I'm a fan. That's what we get like as a family when I'm home. We'll get a box of those and then just like kind of like cut pieces off throughout the week. So those are good. But that's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of local places that are really good.
Yeah.
You know, those are where the best donuts are found, I think. But
For
like,
sure.
you can't go wrong with the big 3 that we just mentioned. You know?
Another one. If I ever bring you to Universal, they have a Simpsons land there,
Yeah.
and they do the Homer Simpson
Yeah.
huge donut.
Oh,
That's so
really?
That's
good.
super good.
Is it good?
That's like a
I feel like when you get
super,
into like
super
big
good.
donut territory, it gets
No,
dangerous.
I was thrown off by. I was like, this is probably just like a sugary just piece of crap.
Yeah.
but it's actually good.
Oh, shit.
It's so much more than like just a strawberry, whatever.
We'll have to go. We'll have to make a trip.
Dude, say less. I'll go.
That would be fun.
Heartbeat.
That'd be super fun. We've been talking about doing that for a while though, like going to everyone's hometown.
What?
Like
Going-
all of us.
Yeah.
Well, you've already. Oh, you went to Portland. I guess not Gorham. When we were all
Well,
in
no, I
Portland.
was at his
Yeah,
house.
he's been to my house
Yeah.
before we went out. Yeah,
Dang.
he's been
Before
to
we
my
were in
house.
Portland, yeah, I was at his crib. We sat in the basement for
I
like
forgot
20
about
minutes,
that.
drank a couple beers, and then left and
know.
said, "Oh, we're gonna meet Hunter out." Yeah, it's funny. It's cool seeing because it's I don't know. It's like a
that
weird,
was surreal to me, bro.
yeah, it's
Seeing
a
you
weird
in a Portland
vibe,
fucking
right?
pub. I was
To
like,
like
this is
pick
crazy.
up people that you've met elsewhere and like just
Yeah.
place them where you're like spent so much time.
I feel like
It's
that's a
really weird.
very cool feeling is when you can either like bring two groups together and like worlds collide. It's almost like a crossover like episode of like Family Guy and Simpsons where
Yeah.
you're like that. I feel like those moments have actually genuinely been some of my favorite of my life. Where I'm like, you take high school friends, they meet college friends. You take Denver friends, they meet college/high school friends,
Yeah,
and like you introduce everyone. And when it like blends and meshes and it works, you're like, wait, this is like fucking awesome. Like it's
Yo,
really cool.
you
It's
always
cool
get
to
that
see.
moment like in the middle of the night where you just like kind of step back for a second and see everyone like talking to each other. Like, yo, this is
It's really
crazy.
cool. Yeah. We were talking about that at work the other day, and it's like a
It's
pretty
fun.
special feeling.
yeah.
It's cool.
That's why I've been like pretty grateful of everyone that's come out to visit out here because it's been
Yeah.
cool. Like obviously I want like them to meet you guys because like
Yeah, it kind of is becoming like one group too, though. It's
100%. Yeah, like
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Pete meeting Cam was my favorite.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think the first thing
Cam
I
didn't
said to
react
him-
how I wanted him to. I was really hoping he would.
I think
like,
I just said Bell to him
Yeah.
the first thing, right?
He's probably,
you
like,
say that
thrown
you
off.
if that whole situation happened like our senior year,
Yeah.
and you said that to him, whole different thing. would've went
Really?
down.
Probably.
He would have been like, bell, bell. He probably would have like, had a seizure doing bells.
That's funny. Nah, he was cool.
Shout out,
You guys
Kim
had a lot of
Karen.
cool friends that I met that night. But
Nah, it's cool. It's cool when you can do that and bring people together and experience donuts and give them rankings, power rankings.
shit, yeah,
It's really
man.
good.
Hell yeah. Gonna need some more of that in the future.
All right, now give me top 3 flavors.
Ooh. All right, number 1, strawberry frosted.
Sounds good.
Always.
That's
But
on my top 3.
Dunkin' Donuts has changed their strawberry frosting. They've changed their recipe.
They have. I haven't
Yeah,
had Dunkin'
it's
Donuts.
not as good as it
strawberry
used to
in a
be,
minute.
but it's still good. Number 2, Boston cream. And then number 3, all right, so if I go to a new donut place, I don't get anything, like I just get it glazed. Because that's how you tell if it's good donut
Yeah,
place.
I agree.
You gotta
I
base
feel like
it
it's
on
like
the
the
glazed.
staple. It's like if that like hits, opportunity. If it doesn't
Yeah.
hit, it's clear like indicator. You're like, all right.
If they can't do that right,
Yeah,
you
then,
know,
like-
it's like a slice of cheese pizza. Like if you can't do that right, the rest of it's gonna be shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, you got to get the basics right. So those are top 3, but that's definitely like the indicators, the glazed.
I'd be the same, except instead of Boston cream, I would do the chocolate ones with the coconut flakes on top.
Mm.
I love those ones. You know
Really?
what I'm talking about? I
Yeah.
love those. Those are my thing.
That's a good pick.
Same with the strawberry and glaze, 100% top 3.
Strawberry frosted.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're fire. They hit every time.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
You guys
I feel
playing
like,
footsie
dude, a
over
hot
there?
take though, but I feel like the blueberry donuts are pretty fire too.
Like the cake ones?
Yeah, for me,
That's a
I've
fair pick.
enjoyed those. Like I like
That's a
Boston cream
B
is kind of
plus.
like a whole adventure. Like when I'm going in for a Boston cream, it's like
It's a
buckle
lot.
up. It's
I
a
don't
lot.
like Boston
It's a
cream.
lot.
It's
Like
pretty
it's like
heavy.
2 donuts for me.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing like glazed or strawberry, those both always hit. Like I would agree with you too. But I'm like kind of a fan of like the blueberry or like I don't know something.
Until
a
like
little
3
different.
years ago, I couldn't eat anything stuffed. Like donuts.
Like cream filled.
yeah,
And
I
everything.
fucking hated that. as a
Why?
kid.
What changed?
Hated it. I don't know. I just
You
was
grew
kind of.
up?
I probably just grew
You
up
finally,
a little bit. Yeah.
finally, your balls finally dropped.
My dad loved the fucking cherry filled ones.
Cherry filled.
Like
They're-
you mean
Oh, the
like
raspberry
jelly?
ones?
Munchkins,
Like
the
jelly?
munchkins, and they would have jelly in them.
Yeah.
Jelly, yeah, jelly donuts.
He gave me a bite of that once, and I like.
I don't
freaked
like
out.
the-
I
I
hated
don't-
it. I hated it so much, and I was like, I'm never eating anything with like a cream or like wet-ish filling in the middle, like with a donut. Never touch
Yeah.
it again
Damn.
until like 2 years ago. And I was
Traumatizing
like,
experience
"Damn,
for
this
you?"
is actually kind of good.
Wait a second. Hold up.
Well, what's your
This
guys'
shit's
like?
good.
I mean, that's my like my kryptonite. That's my weakness, my sweet treat. But what's your guys'? I feel like I know the answer for you.
I have 2. I feel like for me it's either sweet or savory. For
No,
savory,
sweet.
Okay.
Really sweet.
if it's yeah.
Yeah.
He's got it. For me it's ice cream. Like
Yeah,
I love
okay,
ice cream.
That's what I
Like,
was gonna say.
I
for
don't
you.
really eat a whole lot of sweets. I just like I don't have a huge like pull to it. I'd rather like I don't know, eat a shit ton of really good food. That's just like how I operate. But if I was going sweet, like for me, like a guilty pleasure of food would be ice cream. Like strawberry ice cream, Oreo, mint choco chip always hits. I feel like cookies and cream and strawberry, they were my staples. Those
Okay.
are like the 2
Yeah.
I would always go to. And strawberry was like a recent like item that rolled into my palate when I like finally grew up.
Oh
and-
yeah, once your balls dropped.
Yeah, once my balls dropped.
yeah, for sure.
Nah, it was like when I moved out here, there was that parlor, that like ice cream parlor that Luke, I showed Luke.
Smith and Cannon.
Yeah, Smith and Cannon. It was this guy who had like all
Rest
this
in
curated
peace.
ice cream, and I
Yeah.
think he was.
You always like the jalapeno though.
Yeah, the
so
strawberry jalapeno or
yeah,
whatever.
He called it habanero,
No.
strawbanero.
Strawberry. Oh, so it wasn't jalapeno. It was habanero
It
peppers.
was habanero
probably.
strawberry.
Okay.
So he like made all these like really unique ice creams, and I remember like summer I was here when he had them. I was like, dude, I'm going once a week. This guy had some good shit because it was like spicy ice cream, and I was like, I love spicy shit.
Yeah.
So, but that's like mine. I don't know. Ice cream is, and then especially in the summer, it's like, damn, that shit's good.
What about you, Luke?
Guilty pleasure food.
Sweet, guilty pleasure food.
This has to be sweet. Mr. Goodbar.
Mr. Good Bar.
Oh,
You
Kit
like candy
Kats.
I
bars?
could kill all those.
Yeah. What about Kit Kats? You
Kit
love
Kats are
Kit
one of the. I think I like Mr.
Ooh.
Good Bar a little bit more.
Really? What's in a
Damn.
Mr. Good Bar?
It's like peanuts, but like not much. I think.
Just peanuts.
Just
Just a
peanuts.
couple, like
Peanuts.
two or
Just a
three.
bag of
Do you want to know what
peanuts.
I was gonna say? If you didn't say if it could be anything.
Yeah. All right. We'll do that.
I was
too.
gonna say Kentucky Fried Chicken. No, listen.
It's not even.
That's
All
wild.
right, go.
Extra crispy, just the skin.
Can you?
Don't give me the chicken.
Can
I
you
will take
ask
a
for it?
bucket this thick of fucking chicken skin,
Oh my.
and I will kill the whole thing in seconds.
Bro,
Oh my.
your
God.
arteries, your
I'd die
poor
probably,
fucking
but-
arteries.
God, but it would taste so goddamn
Can you
good.
ask for it extra crispy?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
hmm
That's.
I haven't had it
wild.
in a while, but I know
If you get
can.
a so if you if
This is
you
the original
if
crispy.
you're going for your like your special treat, right? And you get a bucket of KFC chicken. Do you eat the chicken too, or just the skin?
There's a lot more chicken left on the bones than there should be.
That's crazy.
Before I'm like, this tastes good still, but I need like the skin. So I'm moving to the next one.
Wild. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Oh, that stuff is like crack cocaine.
Oh my god.
what's your savory treat? Since I feel like that was your preference.
Oh, I'd go with like popcorn, like movie theater popcorn. I'm a fan. Like for me, popcorn's like kind of like a kamikaze mission though.
Are you talking about actual movie theater popcorn
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
the
like
movie
buttered.
theater popcorn on the plastic
No.
bags?
Like I'm
You're saying
talking
you
about
go to the theater.
I'm going to the theater. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like
That's a whole
movie
different thing.
theater popcorn for me is like I'd probably take that over like ice cream. Like
That
I
stuff's
love
good.
popcorn,
really.
but it is a kamikaze mission because I know like full heartedly I'm gonna eat that whole damn bucket, and as soon as I walk out
garbage.
for the entire night, I'm gonna feel like ass. Like
Yeah,
that is
that's-
the problem. But like I don't care. Don't care. I just want to watch a movie, enjoy some popcorn.
That's fair. I feel like that's every like guilty pleasure though.
Yeah.
Like, you know you're gonna overdo it.
I threw up last
you
time
know
I had
you're gonna
movie
feel like
theater
shit
popcorn.
afterwards, but you just gotta do it. You know
I thought you were about to say the chicken.
what?
Say it again.
I said I threw up last time I had movie theater popcorn.
I threw up last time I ate KFC chicken skin.
Probably.
I ordered KFC chicken skin last night and I threw up everywhere.
See, I'm like nervous because I don't know. If
That's
a
going in
lot.
the intro for sure, bro.
All right, you
That's great.
go.
Savory treat? Oh fuck. What? That's crazy. Good lord.
Nice. You're gonna have to do some.
You're gonna-
I'm
editing
gonna have
on
to
this
really
one.
cut some shit
I
out
forget.
of this episode.
Yeah, I need to like.
Nah, just let it rip.
What level of unhinged can we handle?
I'm pretty unhinged.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't gotten reported yet, so
Oh my god.
episode 2 reported.
I'm gonna take you down.
Savory, honestly, like McDonald's, bro. Like
What
fast
McDonald's,
food.
though?
Honestly, though,
Yeah, give us a
actually,
thing.
I take it back. It's like a fast food cheeseburger, which is either McDonald's or Five Guys.
I knew it.
Oh,
Yes.
Five Guys was pretty good.
In-N-Out, though, has been growing on me. If the fries weren't like cardboard, In-N-Out would
Yeah.
probably be top. In-N-Out burgers. And the lines are so long, bro.
I haven't had In-N-Out in a long
There's
time.
always a fat line.
Last time I had In-N-Out, I DoorDashed it, so I don't even think
I'm kind of. I've given it a couple of my shots.
Burgers
here.
are good, though. You don't like them?
I'm with you on Five Guys. I think it's better.
Five Guys is good. It's expensive, though. That's the thing. In-N-Out's not that expensive. But Five Guys is like, bro, I get a burger, fries, and like sometimes a shake. It's like $25.
Yeah, it is expensive as hell.
Just like not necessary. I got to piss so bad. A little break. All right, we got to move away from food here. So we were talking about guilty pleasures. What's you guys like guilty pleasure activity?
masturbation.
Okay, well, what's your second favorite guilty pleasure activity?
Before we go, like, can you explain like we're talking about like something that puts us out?
Do you want me to do mine
ease?
first?
Yeah. So
All
I
right,
good.
so like, no, so there are things like, I don't know, we all work fairly hard and like have hobbies that are like productive, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like video games. Like,
Oh yeah,
you play a lot of video games, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's like video games are something when I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing shit tonight. I'm just going to play video games. Like, that's my, like, just like
Mm-hmm.
turn my brain off activity.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure for me.
Yours might be the same.
It probably is, to be honest. It's probably like if I need to go like static, and for me it's probably like either video games or, I mean, we all do this anyways, but like the gym. For me, I talk all day. Like my job like revolves around talking. So when I get like an hour or two when I can just like put something in my ears and like go like just into like autopilot and pick things up and put them down, I would see either that or like video games too. Like I can sit at my desk and just like
like,
play Madden and
decompress,
pretend I'm
right?
the Patriots and try to not suck ass. So, so that's like I would agree. I'd say mine's probably like video games at like the gym.
Yeah.
But I'm curious with you because I don't know.
Guilty pleasure, shit. Door dashing.
Door dashing,
Yeah.
like getting food delivered.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't like doing it, but sometimes I'll do it, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, "This is like a treat."
yeah. Actually, that I fuck with that,
Yeah.
right? Like, you don't have to fucking move. You can just
Exactly.
get shit
Yeah.
delivered
It's
to you.
like
Have you guys ever Instacarted? Had your
Yes.
groceries delivered?
No. Oh, do you mean like
No. I've done that too. Like where
I've done
you
it.
do like you work for
I've
Instacart.
been the shopper.
Yeah, I have too. That sucks, and the pay's
does
not
suck.
good.
Well,
DoorDash
plus,
is way better.
Plus, like to justify it, think about what you're doing for a job. Every layout of a store is different, and so it's just like
Yeah, that's why it
a
would suck. I'd
mess.
go to grocery stores, didn't recognize it. It would take forever.
yeah. Then you get like a shit tip or like a shit review because you messed something up or got the wrong
yeah,
thing.
and you couldn't find
too
stuff.
much.
People would like get mad at you.
But I've never actually like ordered on it. No.
But if I had like once I have like fuck you money, that's gonna like I'm gonna get my shit
They
delivered.
do that across the road.
Yeah, I'm not going grocery shopping for myself. Ever
Really?
again
I
once
like.
have
I
that
kinda
I
guy.
like
grocery
grocery
shopping,
shopping
too.
It's kind of therapeutical.
It takes so much time. Although people do say like Instacart kind of sucks because like we've been like you've been on the shopper side, right? And like you can't find an item, then you gotta message them. And, like you have to be watching your phone and
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't know.
Oh, it just
That's
be so
when
much
that's when you
easier
just-
though.
That's when you like when your kids are like 12, 13, 14. You're
I'll
like,
make my
hey,
kids go shopping for us.
Yeah, it's like, hey Jimmy, you know the normal routine.
Jimmy, get your fucking ass in the store.
Okay. I was gonna be like, hey Jimmy, you know the normal list, you know the normal foods. If you can't find it, no Xbox.
That's
And
just
you get
child
hit.
labor.
Yeah, but they have a reward. You buy them the game.
What other like weird jobs have you had?
So
Well, not weird.
yeah,
I
I
guess.
mean, I've had
Not
a
weird,
ton of
but
random
like
jobs.
one-off jobs. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so another really weird one I had was when I was trying to go on a road trip out west. I had to work 3 jobs because it was during COVID, and I like pretty much we were in college, and I had like no like money. I'm like spending it all like whatever. So I was like, all right, well if I want to go take my Jeep out west, like I kind of have to make up this money like right now. So I was like, fuck it, let's work 3 jobs. Let's just like do that for 2 weeks, heavy. Like let's just work.
Yeah.
So I worked at a restaurant. I Instacarted, and then on the side, what I did from like I did this like the majority of the job was this. I was customer service for this company that like I'm not going to disclose the company's name, but basically like they were the company that they were support for companies that you would see the ads for at like 3 a.m. Like selling the plastic cups or
I
buy
never knew
now
you
and
did
get
that.
10 for 1.
Well, like on TV.
Oh, like yeah, like the shittiest products you could possibly buy, and I was their customer service, and I would email. It was not over the phone, so I'd be like, and I only had to hit a
Were you
quota.
up at 3 a.m. doing this?
No, you could work whatever hours you wanted, which was pretty cool. And as a college
Oh.
kid,
Yeah.
I could just work at night at the restaurant, Instacart whenever I didn't want to do these 2, and for this one, I would just wake up at like 8, work till like 5, like an 8 to 5 for like I just did it for 2 weeks. And I basically would just get like hate mail for like
Really? Like
the
people
other,
just
like the whole
mad.
day. Like people like, why is my 2 for 1 cup only 1 cup? And like, why is it breaking immediately? And I'd be like, dude, do you know what you're buying? Did
Yeah.
you
That's
not
why you don't buy shit off
like people
commercials.
would buy like the shittiest? These products were just like I felt bad
infomercial.
because I'm like, oh, like
Yeah.
the worst of the worst. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there. On the other end.
Fushigi.
Yeah, I'm on the other end. Like,
Remember that?
sorry, sir. We'll have to send you another sippy cup with that straw real soon. And then I'd just be like, see ya. Shut the laptop.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, but it made it happen. Those jobs made the trip
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
So, how about you, Luke?
I sold shoes at Journeys once.
I
At
remember
what?
that.
What is it?
Journeys, that shoe
Oh, yeah,
store.
yeah, yeah.
I used to sell shoes there.
Really?
Yeah, just stand.
I feel like that's up your alley though.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it. It was. I'm quirky and hippie, but a lot of people that work there are like kind of fucked.
Retail's
a little
tough,
too
too.
much. Yeah, people hate retail. Never had to work a retail job.
I
That
don't think
I'm
I have either.
pretty fortunate to say that
Yeah.
shit.
How about you?
I didn't do anything super fucked. honestly. I did DoorDash pretty consistently actually for a while. That was during college, but like the weirdest job I ever had, I was working for this dude that did like construction, and I didn't know shit about construction, and I had like no motivation to like get good at construction. There used to be like these old fucking like back broken fucking blue collar guys that would work for the company, and they'd be like, if you want to like move up here, man, like you just always be working, like always be moving, like always be looking for something to do. I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna quit this job in 2 months, but yeah,
Smile and wave.
yeah. And it got to the point where like I wasn't even doing the construction shit. Like I was just like the guy I was working for. I would just like mow his lawn.
That's kind of fire.
I'd just be riding around. Like he had like a ride on mower. I'd just like cruise around for like an hour. And I think he just like at the end of it, he just liked having someone to like rant to and like talk to. So we'd just cruise around in his truck and like stop at construction sites, and he would just like talk shit about the other employees and stuff to me. I was like, this isn't so bad. That was like the weirdest one, I think. Worked in a bakery for a while, cleaning dishes. That sucked. And my bosses sucked. They were the worst fucking people on the planet.
Yikes. Restaurants are or like that type of environment so hit or miss. Like,
yeah.
I've worked with good staffs. I've worked with some odd staffs. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to just get like
weird
bitched
working
at.
with him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
tough.
super
I don't know why you.
Although the water park was pretty damn fun.
We've worked together
I'm
twice.
so jealous of that job.
Yeah.
Tell me about the water park.
Luke, you want to kick it off?
Give me I've heard this story, but tell me about like the most wild story from the water park.
Oh, that's
I
him.
can already
He's
guess
talking-
what it
He knows
is.
that. He's talking about the slide.
dude that, like,
man.
fell
Oh
down-
yeah.
fell
So
down.
there's like, well, how about you start and give like context?
Yours was better than mine.
Well, no,
'cause
not just stories,
I
but like
just-
what we were doing there, like together. Like give like the breakdown.
I was a lifeguard, so I would just sit in the pool for the most part and like catch people come down and like take the tube and put it back up the thing.
What do you mean catch people coming down?
Like they'd come down the tubes and some people would
Oh, you
fall
just-
off and you kind of just like grab them out and bring them around the tube. And
You've had to
stuff.
like lift people out of the water.
Sometimes if they were like fell. but
Okay.
I did that, but being a lifeguard there, I also had we rotated sections a lot. So you'd have to like
Yeah.
go to like the kiddie pool and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've called in a bunch of like Code 9 Browns. There's,
Code
like,
Browns?
kid shit
Code
pool.
9 Brown. I'd be on the walkie and I'd be like, oh, Luke, sounds like you got an issue.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Go up.
bad, dude. Yeah, nothing crazy with that. It was just basic like lifeguarding.
Yeah.
That was the craziest shit, Code 9 Brown. He had a more interesting one because he saw more fuck shit go on.
I've heard this story. I think it's
Way more
hilarious.
fuck
Yeah.
shit. Mine was boring. I was just like,
Well,
chill.
Well, we were in a lot of stuff together. I mean, to give like context, I remember it was my first job. It was like a summer. I feel like it was like we were like 16 or 15. We were pretty young. And I needed a job, and Luke's like, hey, I'm working at this water park. For context, it's a water park like / roller coaster park in Maine. And Luke's like, hey, I got like this job. You can like apply. It's pretty damn easy. And I think we were making he was probably making more. I was a slide attendant, didn't have any like.
I had
he
to
was
go
a
through
li-
certificate. I had to have
he
the
actually had
lifeguard
like a
shit.
lifeguard and
Yeah,
shit. But I was making like $6.50 an hour. Like it was
Oh
just
my
like
God.
yeah.
How's
But
that
honestly,
legal?
as like a 16-year-old, I was
That
having
was
the-
also in like 2016, which is
Yeah,
still
right.
not awful,
Yeah.
I guess.
and I was having the time of my life. I mean, so we go. My main role the whole day was like they would put like guys on like the bigger slides and rotate us on like a cycle throughout the day,
Yeah.
and I would just basically like smile and wave. I'd try to look good, say hi to girls, and like escort them onto the tube and push them down the slide. And then
Yeah.
at the bottom, you'd go down and like catch them or whatever. Like you'd like escort them
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
And then, but there were some like insane moments, like because every morning we'd go early and we'd get there about like an hour early and pick up the park, like walk around. And the two that I worked on, there was one that was like a tornado type like bowl, like a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
And what we do in the mornings is like Luke would put with us, we'd literally go and like you're supposed to go down in tubes. Bunch of us guys would just run and sprint, go down your
Without
stomachs.
rafts, too.
And
It was
just like
crazy.
all of us would end up in this toilet and sit. We'd stand up and like wrestle
What?
in the toilet bowl.
It was pretty big.
It was cool,
I
but
totally forgot we used to do that. Yeah.
yeah,
You cannot. You're not supposed. It's bad.
That's hella fun though.
Yeah.
the
You
first
were-
like story I had was I remember it was my first day, and Luke had told me like throughout the days, like when you first start, you get to go to the amusement park once we're done because we would close at like 6. I think we
Yeah.
closed at like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, the first day he's like, and he was like ramping me up to this. Like we get to go over and like ride everything for free. It's awesome. Like we'll all go and have a blast. And I'm
Yeah.
like, cool. There was all these girls. It was us, and I was like, this is awesome. Like can't get better than this. Like, we're in tank tops and like I feel really cool. I'm like, we go over to the park and we go on this ride. We're like, it's one of the ones where it goes up like 200 and just drops you.
Yeah.
And we're with everybody and we're having a blast. We get off and like we don't walk 5 feet. And there's like 4 of the managers and they're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" I'm like, I look at Luke like I had just been caught. Like I'm like, I look at him. I'm like, "Hey man, what's going on?" I'm like, "Did I miss something?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't know that we're supposed to be over here." I'm like, "What just happened in the whole like discussion in the past 2 weeks?" So that was the first night.
Because you had
Honestly,
to pay to get into it was 2 separate parks. There's the
Yeah,
water
yeah,
park
yeah.
and the theme park.
Okay.
and they were like, "What are you
We
guys
just
doing?"
Go over and ride rides
and we like
after
knew
work.
some of the employees on the other side. Like we.
That's why they were letting you on.
Yeah,
the
they were like,
rides.
"What's up, guys? Come on." But so that was the first night. Great introduction to how it all went. But
yeah.
the story I think the two of you were referring to was there was this one kid we worked with who was like super sporadic and like scatterbrained and like all over the place. I think he was older than us too. Like I want to say we were 16. He was like 20 or 22 or something. And like should have been like probably not at the park. Like
Probably not working.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But nothing against like wherever you're working. It's completely fine. I have no judgment. But
Yeah.
him and I are working these like lower slides one day. They like had to move me off the big one. I'm down with him on like these like smaller slides. And we're on this shift together for like they were like 2-hour shifts. They were pretty quick. Like you'd hang out we're next to each other. And he's like just screwing around the whole time. He's like, it's like a circus act. Like he just wants all the attention.
Class
Not to say I
clown.
didn't. Like I'm doing my thing, but he's like shirts off, flexing, doing this, joking around with everyone who's in line. And at one point, he like in the slides to give you like, you're right.
Dude, this story always kills me. It's not even like crazy funny, but it always kills me.
All right. Go on.
To like describe what it looks like the slides have like a bottom portion to them where like you sit in the tube and then it's got a cover like it has like a roof to it. It's like an enclosed slide. It's not like one of the ones where you're like on a mat or something.
Yeah.
In a tube enclosed, so it's dark. His is dark.
Okay.
Like mine's like a little lighter green. Sun's come through.
Yeah.
His is dark. He starts screwing around with these like people who are in the tube and he's like spinning them and then he goes, "Wait a second, watch this, guys." Backs up into like he's like walking back into the slide.
Yeah.
Puts his hand on the top and then he goes, "No hands," slips, like goes straight forward and hits his head off the bottom of it and then starts sliding down. And the people who are in the tube are like looking at me and they're like, "What now?" And I'm like, "That's not supposed to happen." I'm like, "Oh shit." He's sliding out and all you hear is, "No." I'm like, dude. And I'm just like, what do I do now? So I was like, I can't like let these people go on his slide. And I'm like, with my people, I'm like,
oh, it's like 2 different entrances or
yeah,
whatever.
two different slides. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, well, I can't really let anyone go down right now. I'm like, I kind of have to figure this out. So I'm like waiting like a few minutes. I'm like, "Hey folks, give it a minute. I'm sorry. Like, let's just stand by." And I'm on the walkies and all I hear from the bottom is, "Hey, why is Ben down here?" I'm like, and I've got a walkie. I'm like, "I think something happened." They're like, "Yeah, what happened, Hunter?" I'm like, "I got a couple clients here. I'll be right back." And I'm like trying to not like, I'm not trying to like rat him out. Like, he was screwing around clearly and like people were prying me after, but I'm like, I'm not trying to be that guy. So, but the funniest part was I'm sitting there with these people. It's been like 10 minutes. I'm like, where is this kid? And the line is massive, like 100 people down this whole like maze of a staircase. And I just see him sprinting through people like, watch out. Comes up. The rest of the day, it's like everyone coming up to me. What the fuck did Ben do?
That's
I'm like,
so funny.
yeah.
Did he ever get in trouble for it?
Yeah, I think he was done in like 2 weeks.
Oh.
Like for that. Not for that, but he was doing stuff like that frequently.
Just that kind of dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad stuff going on there.
That whole crew was great though. It was a lot of fun. I have a lot of
honestly a sick job for like a 16.
very cool, 100%. And I have all the respect in the world for everyone who was working there. It was done well and a lot of fun. So
yeah,
no animosity towards anybody. He just he was getting a little
that's funny as
hell. Excited that day, but yeah, I feel like those first jobs you have as like a kid are always like just so random.
Yeah, it's kind of just whatever you can find a lot of the time. Which, like, y'all lucked out, I feel like. It's pretty good to find.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was, like, right on, like, a beach town, too. So we'd, like, get out and go hit, like, Old Orchard or, like, any of those beaches right there.
Yeah.
try to bring some lady friends.
Mhm.
God,
But
haven't changed a bit.
nope, just striking out a little bit more. But
That's true.
you don't
Yeah.
have any other stories
There, not that we can like, without like
talk
ratting
about?
people out. We had a lot of foreigners
Yeah.
drinking on the job
On the job?
Yeah.
Wait,
because we
At
go
a,
up.
at a water park?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it was bad.
I don't know if I remember that.
Yeah, because
Oh, God.
Squidward would fuck.
That's the... Oh, God.
Would
Bless you.
fucking bring
That's
up
the code
a
name.
water bottle, fucking like tequila and whiskey and stuff. We just sip it while sending people down the whole shift.
It's just like a random Wednesday that you guys are working? Like,
Yeah,
And
Worked
this
like-
dude's just drinking on the job.
yeah.
That's wild.
that is wild.
But we had a lot of foreign exchange students that worked there for like a foreign job, and they had like cabins they lived in,
Oh, what?
like 5 minutes away, and that's where it went down. Because they were all like 21 and up.
That's wild. Sounds like a fun time.
They
though.
had a setup though. That was cool for them. Probably a really cool like way to
Yeah, for
make
sure.
money, meet people, and like, yeah. I mean, some of them would return too. So like the next year they'd be back, and we'd like know them, and it was like summer camp again.
Damn.
A lot of them were really cool.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. But I guess my job's changed a bit since then.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
But
I feel like if I could keep my salary, I'd do that job.
yeah, it was.
Oh, it's so
for
fun.
sure.
Such a
Although
fun
I
job.
will say, like the only downside, which is kind of a, but like we would, so like while you were waiting for people to get in the tubes, we would work the bigger ones at the top,
Yeah.
and they'd fit like 5 to 6 people in some of them, and you just put your like shins up against it.
Yeah.
By the end of that
Oh, that
summer,
was so
my shins
awful
were,
holding
like,
fucking tubes.
just-
The
my
purple
shins
tubes?
yeah, my shins would just be like
Oh.
squeaky clean,
Oh, like ripped up.
ripped up.
Oh,
But like that's really not that bad. Like,
Yeah,
it was worth it. It was a
that's
lot
true.
of fun. But
damn.
yeah, cool. Cool summer.
Well, fellas,
See,
should we give it a wrap?
we got an hour.
I don't know. Probably around there. Let's
Yeah,
give
we
it a
could-
wrap.
We could close this
It
one.
was a
out.
fun episode.
Yeah,
It's a
it
good
was
one.
I
good.
think so.
Couple
I think we
donuts.
take it any further. It's just I'll get a lot more unhinged. I think
All right, y'all.
I'm on my breaking point.
If you like this episode, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, subscribe on Spotify Podcasts, and subscribe on YouTube, wherever you consume your pods. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.